Hey everyone, this is Andy with American English. Learn English in context. Today, we're going to be looking at irregular verbs. So, the question is, what is an irregular verb? Well, if we start out, most verbs follow a very routine pattern for the past and past participle. Examples would be cook, cooked, ends with ed, clean, cleaned, ends with ed, ask, asked, ends with ed. But some verbs do not follow this pattern of ending with d, ed, or ied, and these are called irregular verbs. Examples might be run, changes to ran in the past. Find, changes to found. Teach, changes to taught. So if we compare cook and run, cook ends with ed, and run changes to ran. Boom. Okay, let's look at some examples here. And we're going to start off with run. So I run every day after work. We can call this kind of in general, or in this case, we could call it also present simple. Now, I ran after work yesterday is in the past. So run changes to ran. All right, number 2, find. So I like finding new videos on YouTube. Now, if it's in the past, it changes to found. I found a new video on YouTube. And finally, teach changes to taught. So I teach English at a university, again, present simple. And past, I taught English at the university yesterday. Now, let's look at some examples of present perfect. Okay, if you don't remember or you haven't had present perfect before, the simple definition is something that started in the past and affects the present. Okay, so we make it or form it with have plus the past participle. Okay, have plus a verb. Okay, I have cooked spaghetti 2 times this week. In the past, I cooked spaghetti. I've done it several times up until now. So again, if you haven't had present perfect before, we're going to do a video in the future and we will explain it in greater detail. All right, let's look at a couple examples of these irregular verbs in present perfect. So example number 1, I have run every day for the past week. Run actually stays the same as it does in the present. I have found my old English notes. So find changes to found. And then I have taught the Arabic language for 6 years. So teach changes to taught. Okay, let's look at some more examples of irregular verbs. Let's start in the past first. So we have eat changes to ate. Buy changes to bought. Think changes to thought. Examples, I eat pizza every week. I ate pizza last night. So eat changes to ate. I buy groceries on Saturday. I bought groceries last Saturday. Buy changes to bought. I think the sunrise is beautiful. I thought the sunrise was beautiful. And now, present perfect. So, with present perfect, eat changes quite a bit. Eat becomes eaten in present perfect. I have eaten pizza many times. Buy, of course, changes to bought, just like it does in the past. I have bought flowers for my mother 3 times this year. And finally, I have thought about going to Florida for vacation. Okay, let's look at 3 more irregular verbs in the past. So take changes to took, get changes to got, drink changes to drank. Example, I took my kids to school yesterday. I got a new car last year. I drank orange juice yesterday. Okay, so these things changed a lot, all right? We started with take, it went to took in the past, but the past participle is taken. Get went to got, and then it becomes gotten, past participle. By the way, got can also be used as past participle, more on that in a later video. Drink went to drank in the past, and then it changes to drunk as the past participle. So I have taken English classes for 2 years. I have gotten 3 tickets this year. I have drunk 3 bottles of water today. So the big question is, how do we learn irregular verbs? Well, some suggestions. Flashcards, write your words, practice them everywhere you go, carry them everywhere you go. Also, make sentences. When you make those sentences, try to read them aloud. And then finally, listen and watch as much American movies and television as you can. Hearing these multiple times will absolutely help you out. Guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you learned something. I know this was not the most exciting video, but you do need these irregular verbs and you need to be able to use them perfectly. So that is it for today. Remember, follow your dreams. One day you will become fluent in English and it's going to feel so good. So keep pushing yourself. Until the next video, see you soon.